Salam, salam, salam. Salam alaikum everyone. Salam alaikum everyone. Bar Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad salawat.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Um, Thank you all for being here on time. We didn't expect that, but thank you all for being here on time. We just have a little bit of more to do. So this program will start very, very shortly. Thank you so much for your patience. And inshallah, we'll be back and start very, very soon. Thank you. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome everyone to the World Federation's first Youth Conference 2023. For years, the Jamaat have had their annual conference for adults, but this year we have decided to do our first youth conference, so I'm sure you're just as excited as me. We are delighted and honored to have you all here with us and extremely excited to see what we have in store for you today. I'd like to give a special thanks for those who have come far and wide for the event, for our candidates, as well as our delegates, who I'm sure have very, very busy schedules. Now, before we go ahead with the ceremony and the exciting lineup that we have for you all, we'd like to start with some Quran recitation with Imran Ali Kaki. So please let's welcome him with a loud salawat.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الناس اعبدوا ربكم الذي خلقكم والذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. الذي جعل لكم الأرض فراشا والسماء بناء وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرج به من الثمرات رزقا لكم فلا تجعلوا لله أندادا وأنتم تعلمون. وإن كنتم في ريب مما نزلنا على عبدنا فأتوا بسورة من مثله وادعوا شهداءكم من دون الله إن كنتم صادقين. فإن لم تفعلوا ولن تفعلوا فاتقوا النار التي وقودها الناس والحجارة أعدت للكافرين. وبشر الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أن لهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار كلما رزقوا منها من ثمرة رزقا قالوا هذا الذي رزقنا من قبل وأتوا به متشابها ولهم فيها أزواج مطهرة وهم فيها خالدون. إن الله لا يستحيي أن يضرب مثلا ما بعوضة فما فوقها فأما الذين آمنوا فيعلمون أنه الحق من ربهم وأما الذين كفروا فيقولون ماذا أراد الله بهذا مثلا يضل به كثيرا ويهدي به كثيرا وما يضل به إلا الفاسقين. الذين ينقضون عهد الله من بعد ميثاقه ويقطعون ما أمر الله به أن يوصل ويفسدون في الأرض أولئك هم الخاسرون. كيف تكفرون بالله وكنتم أمواتا فأحياكم ثم يميتكم ثم يحييكم ثم إليه ترجعون. هو الذي خلق لكم ما في الأرض جميعا ثم استوى إلى السماء فسواهن 7 سماوات وهو بكل شيء عليم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والليل إذا يغشى والنهار إذا تجلى وما خلق الذكر والأنثى إن سعيكم لشتى فأما من أعطى واتقى وصدق بالحسنى فسنيسره لليسرى وأما من بخل واستغنى وكذب بالحسنى فسنيسره للعسرى وما يغني عنه ماله إذا تردى إن علينا للهدى وإن لنا للآخرة والأولى فأنذرتكم نارا تلظى لا يصلاها إلا الأشقى الذي كذب وتولى وسيجنبها الأتقى الذي يؤتي ماله يتزكى وما لأحد عنده من نعمة تجزى إلا ابتغاء وجه ربه الأعلى ولسوف يرضى. صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Ahsant. Thank you very much, Imranli, for that beautiful recitation. Before we continue with the rest of the ceremony, I'd like to just to go through a few housekeeping rules. So for toilets, when you come upstairs, on the right will be your gents' toilets, and on the left is the ladies' toilets. In the case of a fire, there is fire exit doors directly in front of me. But in the case that there is a fire, please do remain seated, and we'll give you further instructions. Now we have the rules out the way, we can continue with the ceremony. We'll now have a speech by our Assistant Secretary General. Please welcome with a loud salawat, Ali Jawad Uncle Haq.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطاهرين. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. Before I begin, I can tell you that the temperature of the salawat is directly proportional to the quality of the dinner. Can I have a louder salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad? Pramukh Sahib Alhaj Safdar Jafar, Regional Federations na Pramukh, supporters, well-wishers of the World Federation, honorable guests, past presidents, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. It's my privilege to welcome you all to the WF House and to the first ever Visionary Youth Conference. I'm very delighted to be able to present to you an outstanding achievement that our youth leads have delivered to us under the vision of our President Safdar Jafar. In addition to thanking you all for taking the time out to come and grace this occasion, I would also like to specially thank the youth leads who have delivered this conference to us. Sister Ruqayya and Brother Ammar Ali, can I have a salawat for them, please? I would also like to thank our World Federation staff, colleagues, volunteers, Al-Hadi Youth and Hujjat volunteers, AV team, and all of those unsung heroes who've been supporting the World Federation and especially this conference. I will not be a kabab ni haddi. I know you are looking forward to the speech and the vision of Pramukh Sahib. I'm just here to share a very short and brief reflection. We are always reminded in the Holy Quran by the inspirational youth that have delivered our communities in the past, and we are hopeful and sure, inshallah, that our youth will deliver our communities in the future. We can take many examples from the young Bibi Maryam with the child in her lap. Imagine navigating the society as a young woman. With the young Ismail alayhi salam, who was asked by his father that I have seen a dream. And he says, do as you have to do. Look at the tawakkul at that age, far younger than any of us here. But the one I want to reflect on today is the story of Yusuf alayhi salam. Imagine being a youth, your entire life ahead of you. And yet you find yourself in a deep and dark well. But he holds on to hope. And the message and the reflection for us is that as we find our societies sometimes being very dark, very challenging, we are here in the comfort that our ulama, our maraji, and the leaders of the community and the World Federation together will help our youth navigate the way forward in these challenging times. Somebody wise said, the best way to predict a future is to create it. Inshallah, together we will put our ideas, our energies, and our vision to create a future that we like, that we want. And to that, to hear his vision and to enlighten our path, please join me in welcoming our President Alhaj Safdar Jafar to address this audience. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين وصلى الله على محمد وأهل بيته الطاهرين. Respected scholars, elders, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. First of all, a warm welcome to all of you. You all have come from different parts of the world, and welcome to Hujjat Village, welcome to the WF House, and welcome to this conference. This is your conference. This conference has been organized by the youths, for the youths. Inshallah, the outcome that we look forward to is, inshallah, something that will take us a long way forward, and I will talk about that very shortly. But I must say that the inspiration to, by the way, just for your information, unfortunately, our youths from Pakistan could not come because they could not get their visas. Majority of them, except for yourself, two of you, mashallah. So we're really happy to have you here. And from India as well, I believe a few are here. perfect from India 4. So I'm glad that they got their visas. It's been one big challenge. I wish everybody is here. We have 6 regions and almost we have representation across the board. So it's a fantastic opportunity. So well done, and I commend you all for making an effort to be here. The inspiration actually came when I visited His Eminence Ayatollah Sistani together with Sheikh Murtaza Al-Dina, and we were sitting with Agha, this is just over 2 years ago, and we were discussing issues with him, the challenges that we face in our communities, our society, the challenges with our youths vis-a-vis, obviously, generation gap, the way the world is moving very fast today, the expectations, ideologies, artificial intelligence, you name it, everything is moving very, very fast. And we said, Agha, what do we do? Give us guidance. And I thought his guidance was profound because he spoke from his own experience. He said, look, we have just been successful in defeating the Daesh in Iraq. Otherwise, even Najaf would have been taken. And how are we successful? He said, the primary success of this movement were the youths of Iraq. And then he gave a very interesting example. He said, look, there is diversity out there. There are people with varied views. There were also youths who probably were not even close to the faith. Some of them are far away from the faith. He even went to the extent of saying there were some who are not even praying. But he said, we engage them. We engaged them, and he gave a beautiful example in the time of our Imam as-Sadiq salawatullah salamu alayhi. And he gave the example of Mufaddal bin Umar. Mufaddal bin Umar was Imam's representative in Kufa. Imam was in Medina. Representative was in Kufa. And people were not happy with Mufaddal because he surrounded himself with youths, some of whom were not very close practicing, youths that probably you don't feel are, sort of very close to the faith or very religious, they're all over the place, but they're there. They're activists. They like doing humanitarian work. They like being part of things. So he used to mobilize them, but the elders of the community in Kufa were not comfortable that the Imam's representative was surrounded by people who we would refer to as loose characters, in that context of carefree and, not very forthcoming to religiosity. And they wrote a letter. This Agha is telling us in the hadith. They wrote a letter to the Imam in Medina complaining about his representative, saying that we have a problem. Your representative is surrounding himself with his youths. So Imam alayhi salam in response wrote a letter, sealed it, and sent it. And he said, when you get there, give it to Mufaddal and let him read the content of my letter in front of you, the elders of Kufa. And interesting, so when the letter came from the Imam, you can imagine, they were in the mosque, the elders thought our response has come, Imam is going to condemn Mufaddal, sack him, get another individual to represent him. And as he opened the letter, the Imam alayhi salam mentioned that we are facing a financial crisis within our communities. We need to raise funds urgently and substantial funds. So the moment Mufaddal read the letter, he told the elders, let's mobilize funding for the Imam. And literally he pointed it. Zurara, Muhammad bin Umar, others, the riwayah continues, and they all tried, and eventually they struggled, and they told Mufaddal, give us some time. We need to go reflect and see how we can sort this out. So the response was not very proactive. So as they were leaving, Imam said, no, hold on. You stay here. You are my guests. Let me feed you. You should have a meal here. In the meantime, he called that group of youths. He told them, we need money. Imam needs the money. There is a crisis in the community. There is a need for resources. And he said, whilst they were having the meal, within that period, the youths came back with 2,000 gold coins, which was a lot at that time. This is where Mufaddal gave the message to the elderly that, look, what you could not achieve, these youths that you undermined, that you felt were moving away from the faith, have come in, and are not only preserving the faith, they are doing some great, fantastic work. So the point really that I'm trying to say is that inspired us that we need to organize a youth conference. Why are youths not coming closer to our institutions? They are doing some great work. You all are doing great work. But we as the World Federation, I'm the first to admit that we have not been successful in bringing youths closer to the institution, and the organizers will also tell you just to even get participation, particularly from the West, was challenging, to say the least. And I'm being open about it. So there's work to be done, and this is your opportunity. I am a strong proponent that if you get closer to institutions, I know you serve the Jamaats, the Hadi youths are here, alhamdulillah, doing a great job in Stanmore. Other youths are there from Birmingham, other denominations, and you people, you are doing great work. But this needs to drill upwards to the regional federations and then to the World Federation, and there is capacity to deliver all across the board. Can I just ask you a question? How many of you know about the World Federation? What activities we do? Please raise your hands. Be very honest. More than 50% of what we do you know about it? How many know more than 50% of what we do as services? One. One individual in the entire room knows what World Federation does. This, despite so much brilliant communication that is going out, this in itself is an indication of retrospection for us, the leadership, that we need to address. This is your opportunity. So what I have done is, because the organizers have been very kind to give me 20 minutes, I'm not going to use the whole 20 minutes. I just want to give you a synopsis of why we are here to exist. What does Jamaat mean? What does the regional federation mean? What does the World Federation? What does it mean as far as youths are concerned? For youths have always been on the forefront of community work. We have elders here who all were youths once upon a time, and they have supported the projects that we see today. So I'll just ask the team to share some slides very, very quickly. No more than 5 minutes to explain what we do in a nutshell, really. And the next 2 days, then you will have time to deliberate, and I'm going to make a couple of commitments for you. So I'm sorry if this, I know I struggled to send you the slides, but the PDF is there. Perfect. Would everybody be able to see it? Great. So, okay, I can't read it from here. But anyhow, this is a statement of Mullah. Abdul Hussein Sachedina, who was an editor of one of the papers, Azad, which means independence, in 1932. He wrote this in Africa. Progress without reform and organization is difficult. We need a strong, fortified set of laws which should bring about order and discipline in all our Jamaats, big and small, and should open up the stifle path of progress and advancement. This has got to be our goal, and the easiest way to achieve is to form a central council of the Shia Ishashi Committee of East Africa. There were many Jamaats in Africa. He proposed that there should be a federation of all the Jamaats. Why? So that there is synchronization of activities and there is more transparency and discipline and order across the board. As a result of which, Africa Federation was born. Yeah. Now let's look at the next slide. 1975, here in London, in Hammersmith, the elders of our community got together after the exodus in Uganda, where we were literally told to pack up overnight in 1972 and to leave Uganda, our elders. And they had to go to different parts of the world, which includes Europe. And because of the exodus, we as a community did not have a structure to support them. They were living in camps that were not acceptable, very, very difficult conditions. Obviously, thanks to the European governments, they were very helpful. And we're always thankful to them. But nevertheless, a camp is a camp. It's a refugee camp. Imagine a refugee camp living in difficult conditions, no taharat, no halal meat. Imagine their life and the difficulties that our community elders faced from Uganda. Community elders got together, and the vision of the World Federation was born, that there is a need of a global institution that would cater for global needs. So when there is such an emergency, there is an institution that can come and take care of you. And this is where the 1976 London Constitutional Conference led to the establishment of this organization, that you will now shape the future. And I invite you to come and help us shape this future. Next slide. These are just sort of glimpses from some of the, this is Marhum Allah Rakh Rahim, profound statement. He gave his statement at the first Constitutional Conference. The founder of the World Federation, Marhum Allah Azhar Rahmatullah Alayh, same. Just, if you can move to the next slide. And this is an extract from Marhum Hussein Rahim's speech, where he says, our culture has always sprung up from our inherent ambition and desire to be closely associated with our brethren in faith and to share their joys, sorrow, and plights. And it was this instinct which inspired us to be being knitted together wherever we lived in the form of Jamaat, with which is the international Khojas have always considered to be the main blood artery of the community. We are one family. Wherever we are, whether in the east or the west, north or the south, this is the blood artery that he talks about. Next slide. Now, this is also an important statement, because I know today many of our youths are working outside of our communities. Great work is being done to the wider Shia community, and this is also part of our ethos. So this is where Marhum Mullah Asghar, in his first inauguration speech, the first ever conference, we are having another conference, inshallah, from Saturday in this building. It's one of the many conferences we have had, but this was the first conference, yeah? History in the making. And today, I genuinely believe with youths, there could be history in the making depending on what you come up with in the next 2 days. Because this is the first global youth conference in the history of the organization. It is not for me to go into details of the various programs that the World Federation should embark upon. The task ahead is a difficult and heavy one. Nobody knew what is the future vision of the World Federation. But he started with the people in the room. Although this World Federation is of Khoja, Shia, Ishnashri Jamaat, services, as our history shows, will not be limited to Khojas. The workers of the World Federation and their office bearers have an unenviable task before them. I pray to Allah that He in His infinite wisdom and mercy may guide the deliberations of this session and bless this, the World Federation of Khoja, Shia, Jamaat, so that we are able in unity and with malice towards none and charity to all to prove ourselves worthy of our aspirations. And this is why the slogan that the World Federation, we exist to serve humanity, to serve the Muslim community, to serve the Shia Ithnashri community, to serve the Khoja Shia Ithnashri community. And the future unfolding of how we move forward, a lot depends on you as well as those who are going to be the future leaders, inshallah. Next slide. So these are just some of the photographs from the previous conferences. Yeah, we can move on. So these are office bearers, and you will see some of that in this building as well in the days to come. Interesting, exciting times. People get together. You know, we sort of agree to disagree. Ultimately, you'll see everybody gets together and we collectively make a democratic decision to move forward. So this is our vision and mission statement for those who are sort of being introduced to World Federation for the first time. Our vision statement is to be a spiritual, vibrant, progressive, and unified global community for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This was agreed at the conference back in 2006. The mission statement is to connect and lead the global membership into a unified community to represent its voice and enable them to achieve a shared vision. Yeah? And some of our core values that we will, you will learn over the days to come. So let's move on. I said I won't take much time. So just to give you a synopsis of how this organization has evolved. 47 years now, 46 years is coming to the 47th year. We're not far from 50 years. So we now have to shape the remaining 50 years. We started with almost nothing, zero. 83,000 pounds in the first term of the World Federation, 1976 to 1979, the first term, only 83,000 pounds this charity started with, yeah? From 17 to 19, 46,700. To date, we have, to date means up to 2020, prior to 2020, the World Federation has spent 200 million pounds of charity and good causes across the world. Thanks to that vision in Hammersmith. How will the remaining 50 years look like? And let me give you more inspiration in the next slide. Coming to United Kingdom, here. This was an article that was recently published by Al Ayan Institute, one of the local institutes trying to look at all the Muslim charities in United Kingdom. These are the top 10 charities in UK from an income, expenditure, and spend perspective. And you will find only 2 Shia organizations here. The rest are all Ahl Sunnah. You will see the World Federation. 2021, the numbers was 13 million, and you will see Al Ain, which is affiliated to Sayyid Sistani, at 15 million. If you look at the admin costs, it's barely 1% here, and the World Federation is 1%, which means that these two Shia charities are the lowest when it comes to expenditure control, but at least within the top 10. I have no doubt, with people in this room, with each of you working with so many different charities doing great work, if we work together, we can even surpass the Aga Khan Foundation at 57 million, even Islamic Relief at 182 million. I have no doubt about that. We have the resources. The question is, how do we articulate the future? This is in your hands. So the next slide, I promise it won't be more than one more slide. Yeah, these are the different countries in which we serve. You can see more than 60 countries in the world. And one way or the other, the World Federation has affected the lives of people across the world. Be it humanitarian, be it educational, be it religious education, be it water relief, be it, any other service that you can think of. Next slide. Now, this is the last slide. The youths of our community have always got involved in various projects from day one, from volunteer services all the way. The 15-year strategic plan that commenced in 2003, there were youths in the group that articulated how the WF needs to be structured. The way we are structured today is thanks to a strategic plan in 2003, thanks to the young people of the community who came forward and gave their talent. Then we had the Project North Star report in 2019. The community accepted some of the findings. They did not accept some. Nevertheless, there were 30 young youths across the world under 30 who came up with that vision, and the community adopted some of the resolutions, and some of them were not accepted, which is fair enough. Now, tomorrow, inshallah, the census is being launched, and there is a team which includes young people that is going to work on the first ever global census of the community across the globe. Of course, some regions have done some great work, and we are going to mimic that. And again, your input and your support will be required. Ultimately, the challenge that I leave to you here, inshallah, in the next couple of days, is to start thinking about our 2050 vision, because we are not far to the 75 years of this establishment. How do we move forward? What can we do? The onus, of course, is on the leadership that is going to deliberate over the days to come. But I just want to end with a couple of pledges. Number one is you will have the fullest support from the office bearers of any commitment you come out with, but subject to approval of the EXCO. So you have an opportunity. You have an opportunity. You have an opportunity to come and present your views to the Executive Council. The entire leadership of the world is here from all 6 regions, alhamdulillah. They will be listening to you. You have a slot on Friday morning, and you will come and present your findings in terms of how you want to integrate yourselves with the World Federation and the workings at a global level. Of course, there's a lot of fun. I know there are some activities this evening, and you'll have some sports. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy the food, and enjoy the hospitality. But please try and make sure that, inshallah, with that enjoyment, you also take it seriously and come up with some substantial, tangible outcomes that I'm sure the facilitators have planned to support you, which probably includes setting up a task force from different regions that you come and shadow some of the work that we do, come and present your reports, and please, please, please do come and encourage. And I'm not preconceiving what you want to come. You have complete liberty to come up with any proposal you have. And the Executive Council will listen to you and they will comment. That is the prerogative. But the new proposed constitution insists, in fact, compels that youths must be represented at a minimal level as councillors. So make sure that when you come, if you want to participate in the deliberations, make sure you support that proposition, or even go further than that if you want to, that there has to be some room for youths to come forward and get enshrined in the constitution. For the need of having youths and women is very much there, and I hope we will see more of that. So I think with that, I will end here. Enjoy the night, enjoy the evening, interact, know each other. People who come from different parts of the world. We are 6 quite diverse regions. You have the East, you have Pakistan, you have India, you have Australasia, and then you have North America and Canada, and of course Europe. And try and discuss the challenges you face, the opportunities you have, and we are craving to hear the best out of you, inshallah. I wish you all the success. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In Africa, of course. Africa. I myself from Africa, so I forgot. In Africa, of course, and we have a mashallah full contingent for Africa as well. So continent of opportunities. Let the youths deliberate, inshallah, in the days to come. We are all there. You will meet all the delegates. I think the way the organization is unfolding is that there will be breakout, there will be lunch and dinner where you will have a chance to interact with counselors from Africa, from India, Pakistan, Europe, Australasia, and North America as well. So take that opportunity and try and, inshallah, know each other and learn from each other. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And Ali Jawad Uncle for those incredible speeches. And let's take that on board. We have such a rare opportunity here over the next few days. So many of us from different countries, very diverse. So inshallah, we can all connect, communicate, and build up a great rapport. So now, for the part I'm sure you're all looking forward to, the award ceremony. So this is an open nominations for all the youth. It is the first youth ceremony that we're having, the first award ceremony, and it's from all people from all over the globe. So I just have a little announcement to make. Can I please invite Amin Nasser to come give us a recitation, a casida recitation? Please let's welcome him with a loud salawat.
MashaAllah. હું પણ પાર્ટ ઓફ યુથ છું. ના મને એમ થયું યુથની કોન્ફરન્સ છે તો આપણી ફરજ બને છે કે અહેલે બેતની શાન ઓર આપણે એ લોકોને અહેસાસ કરાવે. પણ આ કીધું ને કે સલવાતની ટેમ્પરેચર જો હાઈ હશે તો ડિનરની ક્વોલિટી એવી હશે, બરાબર ને? તો હું પણ એ જ માગું છું કે સલવાતની ટેમ્પરેચર હાઈ કપે. બરાએ ખુશનુદે ઇમામે ઝમાના આવાઝે બુલંદતર સલવાત. અને આપણા યુથને અહેસાસ હોવી જોઈએ બધાને કે અગર જો પ્રમુખ સાહેબ સફદરભાઈ કહી ગયા કે આપણા હોલ ફેડરેશન, રિજનલ ફેડરેશન, આપણા જેટલા ઇન્સ્ટિટ્યુશન છે, આપણી કોમ્યુનિટી છે, પણ એનો ખાસ વજૂદ છે અહેલે બેતની મોહબ્બત છે અને એની શાન છે કે જેના વગર આપણે કાંઈ નથી. जब खुदा को पुकारा अली आ गए, जब अली आ गए जिंदगी आ गए. जब खुदा को पुकारा अली आ गए, जब अली आ गए जिंदगी आ गए. जिंदगी बंदगी रोशनी आ गई, रोशनी आ गई, आ गई, आ गई. जवाब जो जब खुदा को पुकारा अली आ गए, जब अली आ गए. सूरह आले इमरा नबी हैं गवाह, मिसले कौसर हुई आल उनको अता. वो जो कहते थे अबतर नबी को मेरे, वो जो कहते थे अबतर नबी को मेरे, उनकी किस्मत में ही अबतरी आ गए. जब खुदा को पुकारा अली आ गए, जब अली आ गए जिंदगी आ गए, हाल गम सुनाएंगे जब इमाम आएंगे, जख्म दिल दिखाएंगे जब इमाम आएंगे, महफिले जमाएंगे जब इमाम आएंगे, बामो दर सजाएंगे जब इमाम आएंगे, जश्न हम मनाएंगे, जश्न हम मनाएंगे जब इमाम आएंगे, जश्न हम मनाएंगे जब इमाम। शक है जिनको अल्लाह के अदल और अदालत पर, मनसबे नबूवत पर, सैयदा की समत पर, मुर्तज़ा की अहमद से मुत्तसल नियाबत कर, जिनको शक है बारह पर, बारहवें की गैबत पर, सब ही मार खाएंगे, सब ही मार खाएंगे जब इमाम आएंगे, जश्न हम मनाएंगे जब इमाम आएंगे। बर मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद सलावत।
Ahsant. What a wonderful way to start the awards. Thank you so much, Ahsant. So, we'll now begin with the awards. So, we've had nominations from all over the globe, as we said before, and we've recognized an influx of talent, hard work, and dedication. And we're really looking forward to announcing the winners of the awards. So, just to run you through the selection process for those who don't know, there was a form that was filled out by references of each of the candidates, where they had citations and references for them in the form for the nominations. And then an independent youth judging panel, reps from each of the region, looked into all of the nominations, and this was headed by Ali Gokul, and they went through and they filtered through for the awards, and then the awards were selected. We've had over 30,000 words worth of nominations, over 50 pages worth of nominations, and over 200 nominations overall, which is a great number. And we've had from multiple countries, as Safdar Uncle said, USA, Europe, Asia, Australasia, and finally Africa. Now, before we start, we'd like to give a huge thanks to all those that have supported the event locally and from abroad. And a special thanks to Brother Qasim Hemraj, who is the owner of Emirates Colour Services of Dubai, who has sponsored the awards that we have tonight. Please let's have a loud salawat for him. Now let's begin with the awards. So our first award we have is Youth Committee of the Year. So we'll have a video playing shortly for that. Thank you. So I'd like to invite the World Federation President, Al-Hajj Safdar Uncle Jafar, to join us at the front. So the nomination for this team carries out various events and programs, ranging from organization of the regional federation meetings to marriage seminars for the youth, to Mother's Day sales, to large-scale dramas. The recent one was produced, The Lion of Allah. Now, the team aims to cater to all segments of the Jamaat in trying to serve the Ahlul Bayt. The mission statement of the committee is to learn, to teach, and to serve for the Almighty. The winner of the Youth Committee of the Year award goes to the Development Society. Can I please have an rep from the committee, and please let's welcome him with a salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Thank you. So we also have a second award for the Youth Committee of the Year. Now, this youth group organization has held countless events, discussion circles, activities, all targeted for the youth of the community. They are always coming up with different ways to engage us, as well as developing different ideas for the community to stay engaged. They have done mental health checks, they have done exam stress, they've done charity, entrepreneurship, spiritual development, and the list continues. They cover all aspects of youth life, and the reference actually quoted, "There is never anything not going on for the youth with this team." The next winner for the Youth Committee of the Year goes to Al-Hadi Youth, Hujat London. Salawat. Allahumma. Can I please have a representative from Al-Hadi?
Who's calling out who's giving the award?
Sorry. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Thank you. Oh. So, there were a lot of candidates for the Youth Committee of the Year. So, we'd like to do some honorable mentions, and we have certificates for these teams also. So, we have the Youth Islamic Service and the Youth Development Committee. Can I please have a rep from each of these committees? Salawat. The Youth Development Committee of Arusha. Sorry, to be more specific. Okay. It's Arusha. It's the Arusha. There's no rep at the moment.
There's no rep.
Is there a rep from Arusha? That's okay. Yeah, she's the rep. She's came. Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Ahsan, thank you very much. Perfect. So, our next award is called the COVID Connector. So let's have the video come up for that one, please. Thank you. Can I please invite up the World Federation Secretary General, Al-Hajj Arif Ali Uncle Hirji, to come up and present this award. So, this youth body was founded by a few friends during COVID after realizing the potential and influence of Digital Hub on the global Shia community, particularly the youth. They have surpassed all expectations in assisting and supporting its community through COVID via their initiatives. They have connected with individuals digitally, particularly the youth community, to promote spiritual, physical, and mental well-being. And they have hosted a variety of online events, including online Dua Nutba for the Dubai community, Joshan programs, and lectures by prominent scholars such as Jawad Shumali. The winner of the COVID Connector is Hussein's Ark of Salvation. Salawat. Please, can I have a rep to come up? Perfect. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So moving on to our next award. This is the Future Leader Award. We'll also have a video for this one explaining this award. I think that might have been the COVID Connector. So we'll just wait for the Future Leader Award. But I do think the name is quite self-explanatory. But here we go. So can I please invite the World Federation Vice President, Dr. Munir Uncle Datu, to please come up and join us. So this young man, this individual has shared appropriate plans to serve the community, especially orphans, by sponsoring higher education, helping the widows or needy by establishing their businesses. He has been trying his best to conquer milestones in his professional career, being an international CA and SEMA at a very young age, and he has proven his potential to serve his community and walk on the footsteps of Imam Ali by helping the needy, especially the youth. The winner of the Future Leader Award goes to Muhammad Raza Nathani of India. Please let's welcome him to Salawat. Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Thank you. Congratulations. Well done. We also have some honorable mentions as well for this award, as there were so many candidates. We have three. We have Ali Rayhan Bimani of Toronto. We have Ali Darcy and Ali Muhammad Raza Dauji. If those three could please come up, if they're here. That's fine. We have a certificate for them, inshallah, and we'll give that to the appropriate person to pass on to them. Now, on to our next award. This is a future leader for the ladies. So if we could play the video. So we can do unsung instead. Okay, so we have our Unsung Hero Award for the females. So can I please invite Hujat Chair Lady Nasima Auntie Kareem up? So this individual has successfully completed 5 years of a medical degree. After university life, she volunteered as a medical officer, where she formed and chaired a small task force to support the community during the pandemic. This individual has also dedicated 1 year at Dar al-Zahra organization in Iraq, and where she has been active in initiating mental health support to the women and children of war victims, going further ahead to initiate a clinic to provide space for female students to talk about their mental health problems and their emotional distress. The winner of the Unsung Hero Award for the females is Dr. Arzu Zainab Kalfan. Please let's welcome her with salawat. Oh. Muhammad. Can we please have an African Federation female representative come up to accept her award on her behalf? Thank you. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. So our next award is the Future Leader Award for the females. Can I please invite the COEG Secretary General, Sabra Antilaka, to come up to present this award? Thank you. So this individual has been part of the Development Society Group since 2018, and for the past 3 years, she has been the patron for the Student Council Girls in the Development Society, where she trains the girls how to plan an event from approvals to logistics, all the way to budgeting and all the way to the execution of the program. The winner of the Future Leader Award for the females is Sayyida Banji of Dar es Salaam. Salawat. Can I please have an African Federation female representative come up to accept her award on her behalf? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. So for the Future Leader Award, we also had some honorable mentions as well. Our honorable mention certificate goes to Sister Zoha Fatima Hemraj of Dubai. I don't think she's here either. That's fine. Wa ala Muhammad. We can also pass that certificate on to the appropriate people. So with the Unsung Hero Female Award, we also have some certificates for honorable mentions as well. So an honorable mention for the Unsung Hero Female Award goes to Sana Per Muhammad and Zamana Kimji. Please let's welcome them. Salawat. Wa ala Muhammad. Muhammad. And I think Zamana Kimji isn't here, so someone will pass her award on to her. So, moving on to the Unsung Hero for the males. So, can I please invite the World Federation Assistant Secretary General Alhaj Ali Jawad Uncle Hansraj to the stage? There he is. So this person has been said to be one of the most active youths in his community. He is responsible for broadcasting funerals from the mosque to Qabristan for family members to pay their respects. He also is responsible for updating parents and viewers of weekly activities conducted, which included Waladat celebrations, plays, majlises, and educational activities, and is also part of the core team Quran Drive, organizing competitions, activities for the engagement of the Holy Quran, as well as also managing social media platforms, all whilst juggling 10 jobs. The winner of the Unsung Hero Male Award goes to Samir Haydashar of Dar es Salaam. Salawat. Can I please have an African Federation male representative to come up to accept his award? Thank you, Ahsant. Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. We also have some honorable mentions for this award as well. So we have 4 for this award. Our first is Sibtain Fazil. Our second is Ali Hassan Qasim. Our third, Dr. Mehdi Parak. And our fourth, Ali Jawad Ismail. Let's please congratulate them with a loud salawat. Ali Jawad, uncle.
Can we have a special salawat for please?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Ahsant. Well done. So I think the other 3 members aren't here, so that's fine. Someone can pass the award on to them. So now for the next award, the Young Entrepreneur Award. Can I please invite the World Federation Assistant Treasurer, Al-Haj Sajad Rajan, to the stage? So, this individual is a medical student. They noticed the challenges faced by patients in Tanzania, such as long waiting times and shortage of doctors. They teamed up with a friend to create Life Plus, a telemedicine platform that allows patients to consult doctors virtually and book appointments in advance. Life Plus has received several prestigious awards, including winning the SADC Innovation Challenge, the AFDB Africaverse Virus Challenge, the Funguo Innovation Grant, and the TAIC Startup Awards. So inshallah, they're adding to their list of awards. So the winner of the Young Entrepreneur Award goes to Dr. Ali Katao of Dar es Salaam. Please let's welcome him with salawat. And And can I please have an African Federation representative come up to accept his award? Thank you. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So, now we're on to our last award for the evening. Now, this award is called the Beacon of Light Award. Now, this award actually was made very recently because the person who has won this award was nominated so many times and had so many great attributes that we decided let's make them a separate award purely because of their abilities. Thank you. I was looking for the word, I couldn't find it. So, can I please invite the World Federation Councillor and also our Youth Conference co-lead, Rokeya Datu Nanjani, up to the front. Now, this person is a young person who has shared their knowledge through social networking to support the youth and to spread their knowledge. And the winner of the Beacon of Light Award goes to Sakina Batul. Please let's welcome them with a loud salawat. Ahsant. So thank you everyone and well done to everyone for receiving your awards. We all congratulate you. Let's do one loud salawat for all our winners. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. We'll now end with casida with our Assistant Secretary General, Ali Jawad Uncle. Let's please welcome him with a loud salawat.
Sorry, this was not planned. I'm just filling in for Imran Datu. Please forgive me. Can I have a salawat again, please? شیر خدا داماد پیمبر حیدر 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 شیر خدا داماد پیمبر حیدر حیدر شیر خدا داماد پیمبر ساقی کوثر شافع محشر بولنا میں نے جب سیکھا تھا ماں نے میری یہ مجھ سے کہا تھا بولو بیٹا جان لگا کر حیدر حیدر بولو بیٹا جان لگا کر شافع محشر ساقی کوثر حیدر حیدر میری وصیت یاد یہ رکھنا قبر کے باہر تم سب کہنا خود میں کہوں گا قبر کے اندر حیدر حیدر خود میں کہوں گا قبر کے اندر شیر خدا داماد پیمبر ذکر علی پر پابندی تھی لیکن زینب ایسے بولی ذکر علی پر پابندی تھی لیکن زینب ایسے بولی گونج اٹھا دربار کے اندر حیدر گونج اٹھا دربار کے اندر حیدر 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 شیر خدا داماد پیمبر صلو علی محمد و آل محمد
Ahsant, Ali Jawad Uncle, thank you for that. So we have now come to an end to the evening. I'd like to thank everyone for attending the youth ceremony. So we'll have another casida by Imran Datu. He is here, inshallah. So please let's welcome him with a loud salawat.
صلوات على محمد وآل محمد. Firstly, I'm so sorry. Forgive me for being late. Everyone's looking at me as walking in. But أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Firstly, I'd like to thank the team, Sister Ruqayya, Brother Ammar, for inviting me. And it's an honor, it's a true honor to be part of this journey that we're going to be starting tonight, inshallah, with networking and learning about each other and what all the youth groups need. So I'm very much looking forward to networking with all of you here today, inshallah. And so in terms of raising the atmosphere, inshallah, I know there's been some amazing recitations, Imran Ali with the Quran and Uncle with the Manqabat, inshallah. But inshallah, there's no better way to raise the atmosphere than the praise of the Ahl Bayt alayhim as-salam. So Ammar, by the way, told me, we got ages, he told me, got ages. So I'm going to take ages, inshallah. So we'll start with a manqabat in Urdu on Imam Zaman, ajalallahu ta'ala farajahu sharif. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So if you can join in and recite together, inshallah, will be amazing. With your loudest salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. I think we can go a little bit louder for the love of the Ahl Bayt alayhi salam and for the love of the service that we are here for. Your loudest salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Ahsant. ہم سب خوشی منائیں جب مولا آئیں گے ہم سب خوشی منائیں گے جب مولا آئیں گے مولا مسکرائیں گے جب مولا آئیں گے علی مولا نعرہ حیدری ہم سب خوشی منائیں گے جب مولا آئیں گے مولا مسکرائیں گے جب اب بھی بولیے ہمارے ساتھ مولا آئیں گے مولا مسکرائیں گے جب کیا کہنے کعبے کی چھت پہ ہوگا ظہور ان کا جس گھڑی عظمت بڑھے گی اور خدا کے مکان کی کعبے کو ہم سجائیں گے جب مولا آئیں گے مولا مسکرائیں گے جب ماشاءاللہ لاؤڈا مولا مسکرائیں گے جب اور انکار کر رہا ہے انکار کر رہا ہے ولایت کا جو جہاں انکار کر رہا ہے ولایت کا جو جہاں آئیں گے جب امام وہ سب جائیں گے کہاں وہ سب ہی مار کھائیں گے جب مولا آئیں گے مولا مسکرائیں گے جب مولا آئیں گے ہم سب خوشی منائیں گے جب مولا آئیں گے مولا مسکرائیں گے جب کچھ لوگ تل ملائیں گے مولا کو دیکھ کر کچھ لوگ مسکرائیں گے مولا کو دیکھ کر کچھ لوگ منہ چھپائیں گے ہاں کچھ لوگ منہ چھپائیں گے جب مولا آئیں گے مولا مسکرائیں گے جب نعرہ حیدری حیدری بلند آواز سے نعرہ حیدری ہم سب خوشی منائیں گے جب مولا آئیں گے مولا مسکرائیں گے جب محفل سجائی جائے گی ہوگا علی علی محفل سجائی جائے گی ہوگا علی علی مولا علی کا گونجے گا نعرہ گلی گلی علی مولا محفل سجائی جائے گی ہوگا علی علی مولا علی کا گونجے گا نعرہ گلی گلی منکر کا دل جلائیں گے جب مولا آئیں گے مولا مسکرائیں گے جب کیا کہنے لاؤڈا ہم سب خوشی منائیں گے جب مولا آئیں گے مولا مسکرائیں گے جب مولا مسکرائیں گے جب مولا آئیں گے پر محمد و آل محمد صلوات So that was like a tester manqaba to see what the crowd's like. You guys are responding well, inshallah. So now we'll definitely do an Ali manqaba that you all have heard, inshallah. So do join in as well, inshallah. With your permission and your loudest voice, salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. ہمت تھی یہ کس میں در خیبر کو خارے ہمت تھی یہ کس میں در خیبر کو خارے انتر کو کرے زیر اور مرحب کو پچھارے، گہوار میں لیتے ہوئے اجدر کو بھی پھارے، ڈوبے ہوئے سورج کو جو مغرب سے ابھارے۔ ارے یہ کون عجائب کا مظہر، کون ولی ہے، یہ مولا علی مولا علی مولا علی ہے، یہ مولا علی ہے، یہ مولا علی ہے۔ سب مل کے یہ مولا علی مولا، کیا کہنے، یہ مولا علی ہے۔ نعرہ حیدری۔ Whilst listening, if there's any line that hits your heart, feel free. Nara Haidaris are free. No problem, inshallah. Nara Haidari. Ye Maula Ali, Maula Ali. This is your turn. You have to help me. Maula Ali hai, ye Maula Ali. اور کعبے میں ہے مولود کے سی پی میں گوہر ہے، کعبے میں ہے مولود کے سی پی میں گوہر ہے، یہ نور کی بارش ہے کہ حوروں کا سفر ہے، دیوار دیوار بنی در یہ تو حیدر کا اثر ہے، دیوار بنی در یہ تو حیدر کا اثر ہے، مکے کی فضاؤں میں بھی پھیلی یہ خبر ہے، کس نور سے ملنے کو چلا نور نبی ہے، یہ مولا علی ولی مولا، یہ مولا علی مولا علی مولا علی ہے، یہ مولا علی ہے، یہ مولا علی ہے۔ Your turn, louder inshallah. یہ مولا علی، کیا کہنے، یہ مولا علی ہے، یہ مولا۔ اور کعبے سے امامت کی کرن پھوٹ رہی ہے، کعبے سے امامت کی کرن پھوٹ رہی ہے، ہلچل ہے ملائک میں کہ صف ٹوٹ رہی ہے، کفار و منافق کی کمر ٹوٹ رہی ہے، علی مولا، کفار و منافق کی کمر ٹوٹ رہی ہے، مکے کی زمین در نجف لوٹ رہی ہے، قدسی کی صدا کعبہ فلک صرف یہی ہے، یہ مولا علی مولا علی مولا علی، یہ مولا علی ہے، یہ مولا علی ہے۔ With the deepest love of Imam Ali alayhi salam, recite together inshallah. یہ مولا علی، یہ مولا علی ہے، یہ مولا۔ It's my favorite verse inshallah. Keep intention inshallah. کہ ہجرت کی رات جان محمد پہ بنی ہے، ہجرت کی رات، ہجرت کی رات جان محمد پہ بنی ہے، ایک جان ہے خطرے میں تو ایک جان بچی ہے، ہائے 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 ہائے، نعرہ حیدری۔ کہ ہجرت کی رات جان محمد پہ بنی ہے، ایک جان ہے خطرے میں تو ایک جان بچی ہے، بستر پہ ہے کوئی ہمراہ نبی ہے، بستر پہ ہے کوئی ہمراہ نبی ہے، دشمن یہ سمجھتے ہیں کہ چادر میں نبی ہے، ارے یہ کون ہے بستر پہ جو ہم شکل نبی ہے، یہ مولا علی مولا علی علی مولا علی مولا علی مولا حیدری، یہ کون ہے بستر پہ جو हम शक्ल नबी है, ये मौला अली, मौला अली, क्या कहने, ये मौला अली है, ये मौला अली है. For the last time, loudest voice inshallah. ये मौला अली, ये मौला अली है, ये मौला अली है. बर मोहम्मद व या अली, या अली, अली सल्ला अला मोहम्मद व आली मोहम्मद. And the final one, inshallah, we'll do a poem in English. And alhamdulillah, with the blessings of Allah and Ahl Bayt alayhi salam, I just returned from Iran 2 or 3 days ago, and we were there for the wiladat of Imam Rida alayhi salam. So I wrote a poem in English for Imam Rida alayhi salam, which we'll all recite together. But it's in the same tune of Ali Ali Mawla. Ali Rida is Ali as well. So it's Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Rida, instead of Ali at the end. Okay, so it's pretty easy, inshallah. We can all recite together. If you want to clap, clap. I don't mind, whatever you want to do. Salla ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Louder, louder salawat. Ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Ahsant. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla Rida. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla Rida. Ali Ali Mawla. Ahsant. Mawla Rida. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla. Ahsant. Louder. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Rida. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla Rida. Sweetness is saying your name over and over. Guilty I am for being your lover. Above your shrine I'd fly high and hover. Your love gives me wings to be there forever. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Mawla Rida. Louder. Ali Ali, Ali Ali Mawla Rida. With this next verse, it talks about the father of Imam Rida alayhi salam. So keep that in mind, inshallah. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali, Ali Ali Mawla Rida. Ali Ali, Ali Ali Mawla Rida. We are what we are because of our fathers. It is due to for us their countless prayers. Look at your shrine, never free of lovers. These blessings come from Babul Hawaij, no other. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali 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 Mawla Rida. Ali Ali, Ali Ali. Few more minutes, just need your energy. Few more minutes. Ali Ali Mawla. Ahsant. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla Rida. Your shrine so vast, one could easily lose their way, lose their family and friends, but still they will stay. Roaming alone, but loneliness they'll never face. When you feel the arms of Rida in an embrace. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla Rida. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla Rida. Ali. Energy is dipping. 2 more minutes. Ali Ali. Ahsant, ahsant. For the love of Ali. Ali Ali Mawla Rida. Now we're going back to Najaf. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali. علي علي مولا علي 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 مولا علي علي مولا علي علي مولا علي. When we see the house of our Lord Ali, when we see the crack on that wall Ali, for the Kaaba was his cradle Ali, his birth started the chanting of Ali. Ain Lam Ya are etched in my heart Ali, these three letters made the three Sheikh Ali, these three letters made the three Sheikh Ali. The date of 1-3 in Rajab Ali, his love leads me to 313 Ali, Ali, Ali Mawla, Ali Mawla. Yeah. Ali, Ali Mawla, Ali, Ali Mawla, Ali, Ali Mawla, Ali, Ali, Ali Mawla. Ahsant, loving this energy. Last time, loudest voice. Ha, Ali, Ali Mawla. Ahsant. Ali, Ali, Ali Mawla, Ali, Ali Mawla, Ali, Ali Mawla, Ali. Ahsant. Your loudest salawat ala Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad.
Ahsant Imran, thank you so much for that beautiful recitation. So now we have come towards the end of our evening. I'd like to thank everyone for attending. Inshallah, the next few days will be extremely exciting for the youth, and inshallah, you derive the best outcome from it. Jazakallah for being so patient with me. Jazakallah Munir Uncle for helping with my words. We'll now be serving dinner, and after which we'll have namaz, followed by a fun social filled with games, table tennis, and even an ice cream van outside. If we can please have everyone doing wudu throughout dinner, just to not block up the bathrooms during namaz time, that'd be great. And just on an important note for our youth, the shuttle will be leaving tonight at 11 p.m. sharp to the Barn Hotel. Upon arrival, please just remain quiet as to not disturb the guests that are already staying there. Tomorrow morning, breakfast is from 7 to 9 a.m. and there will be a rolling shuttle from 8:40 to 9:15 a.m. So if you do miss the shuttle, you might have to make your own way. Farzana and Raza Karamani will be your point of contact at the hotel and shuttle. So basically your London tour guides if you have any questions. Jazakallah everyone for attending, and inshallah you have a great evening ahead. Please let's end with a loud salawat. Sorry, if I could have the winners and the people who got the honorable recognitions to stay seated so we can take one big picture. Thank you. Jazakallah. I mean, Uncle wants to take a picture, right?
Yes, yes, with Africa.
Sorry? Yes. Sorry, just a quick announcement. Can I please have the award winners and those who got a certificate to please stay seated, as we'll be taking pictures now. It should only take a minute and then you can head off to dinner. And can I please have the African Federation, the Jamaat, to also come to the front, as we want a picture taken of you as well. The Africa Jamaat. Thank you. How do I do that? Yeah, okay. So sorry, just once again, can I please have those who have won an award and those who have won a certificate to please come to the front and we can take your picture and it shouldn't be too long. Thank you. And please come to the front row in front of the podium. Jazakallah Sant. Yeah. No, I'm doing the men of the day. It's a separate announcement.
Yeah, okay. Ladies and gents from Africa Federation, please come forward. Al-Hajj Amin Uncle would like to have a group picture with the Africa delegation, please. Ladies and gents from Africa Federation, you're kindly requested to come forward for an Africa Federation group picture. Ladies and gents from Africa Federation, you're kindly requested to come forward for a group picture with your leadership. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Youth delegates from Africa Federation. Youth delegates from Africa Federation, you're requested to kindly come forward. Youth delegates from Africa Federation, kindly come forward. Thank you. Award recipients, males and female award recipients, kindly come forward for a group picture. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen who have received awards tonight and certificates, you are kindly invited to come forward for a group picture. Thank you.
Salams, can everyone please head down except those who have awards and certificates, as dinner is now being served. So please make your way downstairs now. Thank you. Jazakallah.